Alright guys, we're here in the kitchen again. I'm about halfway through this salad. I was trying to get it all in one take, but I didn't have enough time, in the time that's allotted in one YouTube segment, so I had to kind of cut it in half. So we're going to pick you up halfway. I'm going to tell you what you want to do. So if you want to make this salad, you can totally make it from this video, but we're going to pick it up about halfway through because there's so many, we're just putting a lot of stuff in this salad. So right here we've got chicken, alright, just diced up in little cubes, salt, FGBP, which if you've seen my other videos, is a phrase I've coined and trademarked for freshly ground black pepper, just like Rachel Ray does for her EVOO for the extra virgin olive oil. So you got salt, FGBP, and basil. Over here we got some bacon bits that we've already got fried up, that you get by just taking 4 or 5 strips of bacon and cutting them in 3/4 inch pieces, throwing them in there, wait till they give off all their fat and they get crisp. Alright, so over here is the vinaigrette. We take this stone ground mustard, just any mustard will do. Grape Poupon actually works, but you want to use less of it. But any of these fancy mustards, the stone ground mustards, put that in there. The shallots, I don't know if you can see in there, those shallots. Okay, just cut up about half a shallot, thinly sliced. Then add red wine vinegar. Okay, so at this point you just got mustard, vinegar, and shallots. Stir that up until you get this brownish, pinkish mix. And when you do it, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Add salt and pepper, and I've added parsley and oregano. You want to put some type of herb in your vinaigrette. I always say you can't make a flavorful dish with a bunch of bland components. And so that applies to a pasta, to a salad, to a meat, or anything. If you want your salad, in this case, to be flavorful, you have to flavor all the components as you go along. We flavored our chicken with salt, pepper, and basil. Now this vinaigrette, you want to put salt, pepper, and some herbs in it as well. So what you have is that, and what you're going to do is just going to take this spinach, okay, baby spinach, that you can buy in the supermarket that's pre-washed and all that good stuff, and dump it right on top of your vinaigrette there. Now you're going to think this is funny, but you need to add a little bit of salt and pepper to your spinach or to your greens, whatever kind of greens you want to use. And I'm just putting salt and pepper and parsley on top of my greens. Now that may sound funny, but sometimes if you ever go to a restaurant or you go to somebody's house and they serve you a salad, everything's great, all the ingredients are good and everything, but for some reason the thing just tastes bland. You just worry, you're sitting there wondering, you can't really put your finger on it, but salad should be good, but it's bland. It's because they don't season their greens. You gotta season every component of your dish, or the blandness of the one component will overwhelm the whole dish. So when you go to make a salad, even if it's just romaine lettuce or iceberg lettuce, throw a little salt and pepper in there, just like, just ever so slightly, and you'll notice, a difference. There'll just be some flavor in there. And so here we have cherry tomatoes, which you can probably see. They're going to go on top of the greens. Our chicken just went in there. Now our bacon bits. And I can never make those bacon bits without eating a few on the flame. Now we're going to put some of this bell pepper in there. Let's slice this up pretty thin. That's probably enough there. We'll leave the rest of that for some other use. Put that right on top. Now here we have croutons that I've already made up. Just like some kind of crusty Italian bread, salt, pepper, olive oil, and herbs. Put them in the oven for 15 minutes or so. Okay, we're going to dump them on there. Then we got this Asiago cheese. It's like Parmesan. It's a hard cheese, just like Parmesan, you know. Maybe not quite as sharp as Parmesan, but still, it's got great flavor. And just grate that in over the top there. I don't think you can go wrong. Now look, we just got all that stuff in there on top of our greens. And the dressing is on the bottom, you know. So here we go, we're just going to toss this all together. And what you're doing is basically just sending all the ingredients down into the dressing and then around and back up. And the dressing comes along with them and gets distributed evenly throughout. And use your hands. I mean, you wash your hands before you cook, right? I mean, don't be afraid of your hands. Your hands are your #1 tool in the kitchen. They're the best asset you have going for you. So don't be afraid to use them. All these little gadgets and stuff still can't beat the old-fashioned human hands when it comes to working in the kitchen. Although I do employ a few of them myself, but alright, let's take this to the plate and let's see if it's anything worth eating. I got a funny feeling that it's going to be. Look at that. Oh man, that's got to be good. Look at that. Oh man, it's got those green spinach greens. And this just red tomatoes and chicken and all the bell peppers and everything. That's when I say, you know, if that's not good, I don't know why I did wrong. And I'm going to top it off with a little bit more of this cheese. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That has got to be good. That is a spinach salad. Ooh, with some roasted chicken and a red wine vinaigrette. So, y'all try that at home. I'm about to sit down and eat this. See you later.